Hey everyone, today we're going to be checking out the Addax-25 liter backpack from Vanquest. Vanquest is of course well known for making some really rugged and versatile everyday carry bags. I've featured a few of their bags on the channel in the past. I've always had great experiences with them, and I've been a fan of the Addax line in particular because I really like the more subdued aesthetic that it has while still maintaining a very functional layout. And the 25 liter size in particular really caught my eye, as this is the size of bag that I really gravitate towards. It can really handle a lot of different use cases, and so in this video I'm going to be talking about what it's been like to test it. I'll show you how I've loaded it out, walk through all the features, and I'll also talk about how it compares to some of the other similar bags that are currently on the market. Before jumping into the video, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you're interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing, as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the overall aesthetic, although I'm a fan of tactical bags like Vanquest's Trident series, I really like the more subdued appearance of the Addax bags. This has a pretty modern, clean look. It reminds me of some of the sleeker tech bags that I featured on the channel over the past couple of years, so it's gonna blend in nicely into a lot of different environments where something more tactical would feel out of place while still providing a lot of functionality. So this is definitely something that I could see myself taking into the office, going to campus with, walking around the city, or traveling. As far as the materials, the bag feels really solidly built. The exterior is a 400 nylon poly fabric that feels like it's going to hold up well to rougher usage and offer a nice amount of weather resistance. And then beyond that, you have really nice hardware all throughout, Duraflex buckles, and then YKK zippers, including an aqua-guarded zipper on the laptop compartment. Continuing along the outside of the bag, there's no external water bottle pockets, which I was a little bit sad to see and a little surprised by, just given how functional this bag is. It matches up with the aesthetic they were going for. It kind of maintains a sleeker, more streamlined profile, but I always prefer to have those if possible. And then on the front of the bag, you have just kind of a small leather patch here, and then a Velcro patch area that you can use to personalize the bag if you want to add some patches or anything like that. And then you have some webbing along the bottom that you can use to attach additional accessories. And you also have a couple of handles on the sides and at the top of the bag. And these aren't the most robust handles. There's not a ton of padding. It's a durable feeling material, so it doesn't feel like it's gonna tear or anything like that, but it's just, not gonna be the most comfortable if you're picking the bag up for longer periods of time. It's nice that you have one at the top and then one on each side, so that you can carry the bag like a briefcase if you don't want to wear it on your back. And the last thing I want to call out while we're talking about the exterior is that the bag does manage to stand up pretty well on its own when everything is loaded out. It can tend to tip forward a little bit, once I start taking the laptop out and some of the weight shifts forward, but when it's packed out, I've been able to place it down next to me and access the pockets. And then moving into the capacity, the bag comes in at about 25 liters, which is a size that I'm always a big fan of. I feel like it offers more than enough space for everything that I need to carry with me on my day-to-day, and still gives me a little bit of extra capacity for longer days, but it never feels overwhelmingly big or bulky, even when it's a little bit more loaded out. So I like the more streamlined silhouette that it has. It hugs your back nicely, making it great for navigating crowded areas, jumping on a public transit, and carrying onto pretty much any domestic or international airline. Continuing with the harness system, so far the bag has been really comfortable to wear. I really like how the straps have been implemented here. They have a nice amount of padding. It's really soft and comfortable right out of the box. On the inside, you have a breathable mesh to help prevent moisture from building up. And then the straps also have a nice width to help prevent the bag from digging into your shoulders when it's a little bit more packed out. On the straps, you also have a couple of attachment points here where you can maybe hang your sunglasses or clip on an additional accessory. You have an adjustable sternum strap that also has a little safety whistle on it. And then you have some nice strap management here to prevent a lot of dangling once you have everything adjusted. So great to see that included. On the back panel, this has also been really comfortable. Similar padding to what's offered on the straps. Well distributed all throughout. You still have that nice breathable mesh. The air channels here aren't quite as deep as what I typically like to see on the bags that I wear, but you do still have a little bit here to just kind of provide you with some ventilation while you're walking around throughout the day. And overall, the bag has felt quite comfortable, even when it's a little bit more loaded out. While we're on the back paneling here, coming back to the handles that I mentioned earlier, these also work well as a luggage pass-through so that you can rest this on a suitcase while traveling to save some weight on your back. Jumping into the organizational options, the bag has a nice variety of pockets all throughout. Starting off on the front, you have a nice zippered quick access pocket. I really love these zipper pulls that are included on this bag. They just offer very excellent grip, easy to open and close them quickly. And then I like that this compartment is not only a little taller, but it also provides a nice bit of volume. So if you have something a little bit bulkier, you'll be able to slide it in there even when there's stuff into the main compartment. Since I don't have an external water bottle pocket, I actually ended up storing a slim memo bottle in the front because it fit in there nicely. Then I also have my alpaca admin pouch. And those are just the things that I had resting on the front of the bag, but you do have a couple of slip pockets on the inside here that are gonna be great for something like cables. I have an extension cable and a USB-C cable that pair with the hub that I have stored in another compartment. So you have 3 of these slip pockets here that also have an elastic band on the front, so if you want to store dongles or tools or anything like that. So really like the simple internal organization offered here, as well as the space. And then above that, you have another quick access pocket that is lockable. And so you can open this up, and this offers a good amount of space if you just want to rest some items here. Kind of catches them very nicely. It's going to be great for something like sunglasses. I have my case and my sunglasses there. The USB-C hub that pairs with those cables I was showing. I have a packable blanket from Matador. And then you also have a nice bit of internal organization here, some elastic bands on the back of the compartment for tools, cables. I have a USB-C cable here as well, a Leatherman multi-tool. And so I didn't use all of these bands, but great that you have a lot of different options. On the front, you have a zippered compartment, and I really like the tough mesh that's used here. It feels very durable and also allows you to see what's in the compartment. And so I have a cable and wall adapter to charge my phone, as well as my AirPods. And then I still had plenty of leftover space in here. I like the amount of volume that this offers. And then on the back of the compartment, in addition to the elastic bands, you have this Velcro slip pocket that'll be a good spot for something like your phone, maybe a smaller notebook. And then you also have a little lanyard that's gonna be a great spot to attach your keys or something like a flashlight, and you can change which side of the compartment this is on if you wanna switch it or if you wanna add an additional one. So nice kind of layout there. And then on the back of the bag, you have a dedicated laptop compartment. Again, this is lockable. As I mentioned earlier, it has the aqua guarded zipper to give you some additional protection here. And I really like the implementation of this laptop compartment. You have a couple of segments here. So you have one that'll be great if you want to store some documents or maybe an additional device. And then you have a dedicated tablet and laptop sleeve. Here you have this Velcro strap to keep everything in place. The tablet sleeve is pretty much a simple slip pocket here on the front, not super rigid, but enough space for, something like my iPad mini fits in there comfortably even with its case. And then the laptop sleeve does offer a nice amount of padding. This is a little bit thicker. You have the hook and loop lining on the back, plenty of padding. This is suspended off the bottom of the ground, which is always great to see. I can just drop my laptop in there, no issues. And according to the company's site, this should be able to handle a 16 or 17-inch laptop. Currently what I have here is my 14-inch MacBook Pro, but you can see how there's plenty of leftover space here. And then it's very easy to get your device in and out of the compartment. Now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside. You can see that lining that I was mentioning earlier. And I like that this comes up a decent amount, so if you happen to have a thicker laptop, you should be able to fit in here comfortably. And with the amount of padding that's offered here, and the fact that this is suspended, it really feels like my devices are gonna be well protected while I'm on the go. And then taking a look at the main compartment, this is a top-loading bag. This area is also lockable, which is great to see. And the zipper comes down enough so that you still have a good amount of visibility into the main area. And then it has a pretty simple open space here, which is gonna work well with my modular packing style. So I have a lot of pouches in here at the moment. The Lockbee pouch that has some of my tech and EDC items. Evergood Civic Access pouch, 1/2 liter. The Civic Access pouch, 1 liter. Then I also have my Beats Studio wireless headphones with their case. And at the bottom, the last thing I have here is the Evergood Civic Access pouch, 2 liters. So all of those items fit in there comfortably. There was still a little bit of leftover space. And now you can get a better look at the inside with the amount of capacity that's offered here. I could also use this for minimal travel. If I wanted to toss in my packing cube, a dock kit, and an extra pair of shoes, this would work well for a longer weekend trip. And then on the back and on the front of the bag, you have hook and loop lining, so you can configure this with a variety of pouches. You can just kind of stick them on, tear them off. You can add pouches. On the inside here, you also have a couple of internal water bottle pockets. So these expand outwardly and offer a nice amount of capacity. So even though there's no external water bottle pockets, Great that you do have these compartments included on the inside. You have the bungee cords here to secure your bottle. If you're gonna use it for that, you can also use it for umbrellas or other taller accessories, and then collapse them away if you're not gonna use them. And then here at the top on the lid, you have an additional zippered pocket, again with that really nice tough mesh so you can see on the inside. I really love the volume that's provided in this compartment. It really gives you a lot of flexibility for what you can store in here. At the moment, I have my Tom Bin Ghostwell pouch. I have a nail clipper set and then a deck of playing cards. With those items in there, there was still plenty of leftover capacity. So really like the layout and space offered in this main area, and just how everything is designed throughout the rest of the bag. It's a really functional, useful layout. And if you're looking for a bag that's gonna offer great organization, a subdued appearance, and plenty of comfort, then this is gonna be an excellent option to take a look at. And so to wrap up, it's been a great experience testing out the Addax backpack over the past couple of weeks. You can currently purchase this on the company's site. It's gonna come in at around $200. The price may vary a little bit depending on the colorway that you go with. And at that $200 price point, this is definitely an investment. You are getting a really solidly built bag with a nice feature set, but there's gonna be some other great bags in this price range that may be worth considering. And so as I was testing this out, one of the first bags this made me think of is the Air City Pack Pro, which has been one of my favorite tech bags of the past couple of years. I really like the modern, sleek aesthetic that it has, great build quality, very comfortable harness system, really nice organizational layout. That one does have a full clamshell style opening, and it's gonna have a dedicated laptop compartment. So it checks off a lot of the same boxes as this one here. It comes in at 24 liters, so pretty close in size as well. Even the aesthetic is fairly similar. It's maybe just a little bit more techy looking in my opinion. It was recently released in ultra fabric, so very weather resistant, durable. And if you're looking for something kind of like this one that's gonna give you that clamshell style opening, that's gonna be an excellent option to take a look at. Another bag this made me think of is the Evergood CPL-24, which has been one of my favorite EDC bags of the past couple of years. I really like the minimal aesthetic that bag has, great build quality, really comfortable harness system. It's also got a clamshell style opening like I mentioned earlier with the City Pack Pro, so very easy to organize everything. And then just a really solid organizational layout, nice quick access pockets, dedicated laptop compartment that's well padded, suspended. So the layout on that's gonna be a little bit different as the compartments are oriented so that you can access them from the side when you're carrying it like a briefcase or if you wanna swing the bag around. And you know, it's just a really great all-purpose bag. It's designed to be a crossover bag that can go into the outdoors, it can work in an urban setting. And so, you know, if you're looking for something with more of that style of layout and aesthetic, then that's gonna be an excellent option to consider. And then the last option that I'll mention here is the North Face Surge backpack, which is gonna come in at around 31 liters, so it's a little bit bigger than this. The aesthetics on that one are slightly more outdoorsy. It's got some webbing along the front, the dual external water bottle pockets, some compression straps. You also have the large North Face logo on the front, but I've always been impressed with how versatile that bag feels. It's got a really nice organizational layout, some quick access pockets, organization on the front. I do like having those dual external water bottle pockets. And then it also has a dedicated laptop area, pretty similar to the one that's offered here. So well padded, suspended, pretty nice amount of space if you're carrying a tablet as well. And then it also has a top loading main compartment that's really spacious and, you know, pretty simple. It also has a comfortable harness system. So checking off a lot of the same boxes as this one here, really solid bag. And so if you're a fan of the North Face's aesthetic and you're looking for something that's really functional, then that's gonna be a great one to consider. With that being said, the Addax backpack holds up very well against all those options. I was already a fan of the aesthetic and the layout, but having it in this 25 liter size really just takes it to the next level for me and has been great to use. And if you're looking for something durable, versatile, and that's gonna offer a really functional layout, this is gonna be an excellent option to take a look at. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you all think of the Addax backpack and how it compares to some of the other popular EDC bags that are currently on the market. And if there's any similar options that you think that I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank Vanquest for sending the bag for me to test out, and to you guys for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.